Hello everybody. I'd like to show you these cards today, and we'll make one, but I'm going to make like a winter snowman Christmassy one. These ones are all occasions, birthdays, hello, thinking of you, and it's not my original idea, but I changed it up just a little bit. I got the original idea from Rachel Tessman, and she was doing an altered Z fold. The only thing I did different was oops, I need that. I put a front on the card, and I made them all even. I made them all 5.5 inches in length. And put some embellishments and stuff on that were different, but everything else was Rachel's idea, but I just switched them up a bit. I will show you all these at the end of the video because I have a lot to show you, and we'll go through these real quickly at the end. And I also did another Christmas one with the new suite coming out. It's a product medley. It will be out for customers to purchase on November the 1st while supplies last. And it is called Christmas Time is Here. And I also did a few cards with that, so I'll show you those at the end of the video. So anyways, what you will need for this card that we're going to make, and it's basically called like an altered Z fold. It's kind of a like a Z, so you can see it's like a Z kinda, but it's also what I would call a panoramic view. So it's a whole 6x6 sheet of paper. So if you have a picture, it looks like the whole picture. It doesn't look like it's chopped up. You know, some people don't like to cut up their there's a pearl. DSP. So this is a perfect card for that because it doesn't look like it's cut up. It looks like it's still all in one piece, and it makes a perfect card. But I'm calling it a Panoramic View Z card, okay? So anyways, what you'll need is a piece of DSP, and I have cut this down to 6 inches by 5.5. Okay, so any DSP, 6 inches by 5.5. Something with a picture works better, obviously. Or pattern, it doesn't matter. And some embellishments. I just cut out some of the snowman from the DSP as well. You will need a hole punch, a bone folder, some snips, and tape. I am using the, what are you called? Story label punch, which punches out a label like so. All right, that's what I'm going to use for the sentiment on the outside. You will need a piece of Whisper or whatever cardstock you're using. I'm using Whisper White, and this measures 8.5 by 5.5. And we're going to fold and burnish this at, actually, I'm not going to do that. We're going to score it at 4 1/4. I have here some pool party ribbon, and this is about 25 inches. It's probably way too much for what I need, but hopefully, yeah, I'll be able to give you a better measurement at the end. And I'm using this itty bitty Christmas stamp set, and I haven't got it on my, I haven't put it on yet. I just wanted to maybe show you how I do it. I don't know if any of you need to know this, but I have a couple left to do. So let me show you how I do it. I have my paper here, and I've got these ones all done already on here. And all I do is I take and I peel off. You've got one side that doesn't have anything that you can peel off. Then the other side has like, it's got a split in it, so you can peel that off. And you can peel that off. There's that little pearl, look at that, good night. Right, so then I throw them in my little bin, which I have my little blingy bin here. Oh, you will also need a piece for the front. I'll tell you about that in a second. So then you take out your piece that you need that goes there, peel off the backing of that, and then I stick it on like so, right? And then we'll do the same with this one. We'll peel it and peel it, and we'll take this one out, take off the backing, and It usually has the shape that you need, so just either look at the words or look at the shape. There we go. And I have one more little one right here. Peel that. And it's better if you peel it from the middle. And then get the little piece out here. And that's the last one in there. So you can toss that unless you have a use for them. I don't. And peel off the backing. And figure out the right way. And then put that on there. Right. Then all I do is I just take them off my paper and put them in my set like this. I just stick them all in there like so. Oops, I left the paper on that one, didn't I? Some I forgot to take the paper off, which is no biggie. You just take it off when it doesn't come off there. And just re-stick it on. And then you pluck it off. Right, let's see, what was I, oh, I can't see what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one, and it is a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So we'll stick that there right now, or was I? Oh, I can't remember now. From Our House to Yours, that was definitely one I'm going to use. Let's see, no, no peeking, no, wasn't you. I think it was Thinking of You at Christmas or something. Very merry. Have sugar sprinkled. I know it wasn't this snaky one. It wasn't that. To and from. Nope. Had to be you. Thinking of You at Christmas. That's the one I wanted. Right. So I'm going to put that there and put you on back in here. Okay. So I have all my things in the stamp set so you can read them all at the back. Right. Throw that away. I don't need it. Put my bean out the way right now. Okay. Now I also wanted to put them up for a sec. And I'll show you the new trimmer. This is Stampin' Up's new trimmer. And I love it. I have used it to death already. Alright, I'm going to score at 4 1/4. So you put it in and you, well, wait a minute, pull that up again, put my blade up there, and score. And I love how it scores. It scores it so neatly. It's not a really thick score or anything. Like, it doesn't go deep. And I just love this cutter. It has a film on it, which I've just taken off. I guess you could leave it on until you need to take it off. And then it has your extension. So it cuts up to like 17 inches. Actually, it would be 18 because if you add that up, plus the 17, yes, that's a big thing. So you have your blade, you have your scoring. I don't know what else to tell you about it. It's beautiful. It cuts lovely. I have done some, oh, let me show you. Like, I had to cut the innards out of this and that one too. So to cut them out and do your frames or your mats for your pictures, that was one I did today with that as well. And it really cuts. It doesn't rip or tear anything or leave little bits. It's got a tiny little channel. It doesn't have the big rubber piece that you took out before. I don't know what else to say about it. It's beautiful. Lovely cutter. I really love it. So, all right, we have our card. Oh, I didn't want to do that. What am I doing? All right, it still needs to be scored there, so we'll leave it. Okay, we need to score. Right, 1 1/2 score, and then 4 1/4. So it gets scored twice, okay? So this one we're going to fold backwards, and that one is going forwards. Got it now. I knew there was 2 score lines. Good night. That's me messing up again, as usual. Always on camera. Oh my gosh, and I've made a gazillion. Right. Okay, so our card is folded and burnished. You just try and burnish it as best you can so it will lay as flat as it can. All right. Now, we need to take our, this measures just under 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. And that's just an opposite piece, contrasting piece that I wanted to go with this. Okay. These we are going, I've got it upside down. We're going to cut our DSP on, this is the 6-inch side. So this is the up and down side. This will be our picture. So we're going to do this at 2 3/4. Put that down. And cut. And then we're going to do it at 1 1/8. And cut. Right? And that's all our cutting, I believe. Right. Okay. So now if you want to keep them in order, because they do match, okay? Like they do line up, so keep them in order. It's something that you're really going to mix up. So we're going to put these two aside right now. We just want the 2 1/8 piece. And this is going to butt right up in here. Okay? And we're going to just use some snail. Oops. I open it. We're going to butt it right up into the corner, but not over. Right. Now, you can put a contrasting piece of paper here or cardstock. Oh, do you like the new paper as well? This is their new Christmas mat. It's red on one side and the green trees on the other. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, back to this. Right. You can put, say you wanted pool party, you could put a pool party piece here. Just under 2 1/8 and that. But since it's a light color, I'm going to leave it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp in there from our house to yours. Okay. And people can write on this here. Okay. Leave that like that for now. Okay, now the front piece, I'm not going to do this yet. I'm just going to do the actual, this piece. This is the 2 3/4 inch piece. What you're actually going to do is you're going to put it on here. And it's going to hang over on this side. And it's going to cover up that. Right? So you want it even on here and here. Make sure it covers up your sentiment, however big your sentiment is. So rather than tape on here, I'm going to do it on the card. So down here and a little away from the edge. You don't want it too close to the edge. Right? I'm going to make sure paper is the right way up. And we're going to layer it on here and make sure it's even on this side. So, and then lay it down. Right, now what we can do is we could just flip that over and do this one while we have it here. This is annoying me, it's moving. I have to tape it down, hold on. There, now it won't move. Right, let's tape this. And this is going on the front of our card. Again, we want to see if we can butt it up if we have to. No, we don't have to. Okay. So I'm going to put it so we see a little bit of an edge on the front. Because you're not going to see the inside. Right. So we have a little edge here. Right. And that's going back. Like so. So you have this and that. And when you open it, now we have this space, which will hold our 1 1/8 piece, right? So let's stick this on and get to the bottom. And we'll line this up in here. Just leave a little like 1/8 of an inch gap in here. There we go. So we have one whole picture. See? Right? Okay, so now what we can do is we can decorate the front. Right, what I wanted to do, and what did I do with my piece of scrap? Oh, good night. It's not there. I had a scrap paper. Oh, yeah. I've already cut 2 of these out, but I'll do it again because I didn't stamp it. All right, I'm going to put thinking of you at Christmas. Right? Let's see if we can figure this out. I'll put it here. Thinking of you at Christmas. See if we can cut this out. Yes, that's exactly where I want it. I wanted a lot up here and a little bit down there. So, there we go. I think. Maybe not. Let's see. Put you there. Whole over. Yes. Okay. That will work. All right. I wanted a hole here. So we're going to use a 1/8 hole punch. Kind of guesstimate where the center is. I'm going to stick a little tape in the back. Did you run out? You did. Another tape to the rescue. Okay, so I'm going to tape this. I think it's way too big. In here. Like so. Right. And I just want to put it kind of in the middle there. And I'm going to hang it, I guess I'm going to hang it over on the back here. Yeah. Try and figure out how much I need. And up into the front. It's not my ribbon scissors, but all right. Okay, so we are going to stick that like so over further in the middle. And we're going to bring this up on this side. Make it even. There we go. Right, look good, right? How's that? Is that good? All right, let's stick some tape down here. There we go. And make sure that one's stuck down. Why don't we get a couple of dimensionals? See? Of course, I didn't have the dimensionals. And we'll put like 3 or 4 dimensionals on here. Peel off the backs. All right. Now bring this over and lay it down. All right. There we go. Now what you can do with your leftover is tie a bow. I'm leaving everything behind. Oh, I've got way too much here. Let me take some of this off. I need my ribbon scissors. Where are you at? There you is. Got a ribbon tied on it. I know it's my ribbon scissors. I can get 2 bows out of that. Good night. Right, so pull it over. Tie 1 knot. Pull it pretty. There we go. Okay. Right. And I'm going to stick that on with a glue dot. Glue dots. Maybe. Of course, I can't find any gems when I want them. Right. Glue dots. I'm not prepared. Put that there. I'll stick a bigger one on it later, just for ha-has to show you. We'll put that on. Trim. Give it a little trim. And there's our pretty bow. Right. So we have our card, thinking of you at Christmas and from our house to yours. And on here, if you wanted, well, we can trim that off later. On here, if you want to put sentiments or embellishments, you can put some more snowmen. I'll put that one there and that one there. Or just put one. How about I just put him there? No, I have to do this one because we've got him there and that one, right? Okay, how about, looks like a girl. We'll do that one. The Mrs. Snow Person. Stick some of these on. And one more. Peel off the backs. Right. And we'll put it in the middle. There we go. Let's see. What do I need to trim here? Oh, this whole thing. A little too big. Tad over the 5.5. Just give it a haircut, a trim. There we go. That's good, that's good, that's good. Right. Now, there's our card. Okay. Now you can take your little gems. Let's see if I can find a pokey. There's a pokey tool. I'll take these little silver ones right now and I'll stick some around. I love these metallic pearls. They're pretty. You get the gold and you get the silver. I also color them too, as you can see by the marks on here. I've colored some blue. Right, so, okay, there's this card in this style, which I call the Panoramic View Z fold, because it's kind of a Z. Right, so there we go. Thank you to Rachel Tessman for the idea. Now let me show you all these and explain what they were. This is petal parade, petals, something, pressed petals. That's what they are. That's the pressed petals cards. And I just put one of the edges on there. Every little kindness makes the world brighter. Thanks. This one is the writing and the happy birthday with the gold and the little sequins. And it's got may your day bloom with beauty and joy. I just picked a bunch of sentiments and did them all different. This one I didn't put anything here. I did happy birthday with the ribbon behind and enjoy today. This one I did the side with the ribbon and thinking of you and wishing you a day of love and joy. All right, now let's do this one because I don't know where the rest of that one is. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 with the Dino Roar paper, and I did the eggs on this side with the dinosaurs and the cutouts. I put ribbon and stuff behind the sentiment, happy birthday, and I love you, and that's the paper, all goes in one, and a dinosaur up there. And then this one could be for a girl or a boy, and it's hello, and it's got the footprints of the dinosaur and the 2 cutouts, and why you stuck, okay, and a happy birthday, and a dinosaur there. This one could be a girl too, and it's all in the pinks and the pool parties. Hello and happy birthday. And this one was the egg and a happy birthday and sent with love. I think they're adorable. This one I did with the Good Morning Magnolia. I stamped here. I can't remember the stamp set. This is blessed and grateful to know you, and that was the inside the paper when you close it. I've done the petal pink ribbon on there. This one I used white ribbon and magnolia paper again, and I just stamped 3 flowers. And may your day bloom with beauty and joy. Happy birthday. This I did the bird ballad suite. Yes, all right. So I have this one with the contrasting paper, one side or the other, whatever. And I have a ribbon behind. I've got friends make the good times better and the hard times easier. I just cut them all up. And then on the inside, all the birdies match. And I've got I'm here for you. Then this one says thinking of you, has a contrasting paper and the ribbon behind. And it says sending get well wishes. This one I have a contrasting paper, happy birthday, the ribbon, and I cut that like a flag banner. And I have may your day bloom with beauty and joy, and some pearls on that one. Okay, these ones were perennial essence, like the watercolor papers, gorgeous. And I've got the petal pink on this side of one of the backs of the paper. And this happy birthday and celebrate. This one is the same thing. Happy birthday, and that's where I colored the gems blue, and celebrate on that one too. Then this one is the mosaic mood, and it has the yellow on this side, contrasting, ribbon behind, thinking of you, and some gems. And you open it, it's got the roses and the butterflies and the bees, and it says may your heart find the peace it needs. And this one is a thinking of you with hummingbirds and the yellow paper on this side, ribbon and gems. And when you open it, it's got I miss you. Right, so that's all these. And these are all going to, the reason I've done so many is this whole month of October, I am collecting cards and also making cards for Fisher House and the VA hospital in Biloxi, Mississippi. And that is my cards for a cause this whole month. And that's where these cards will be going. But let me show you this new suite coming out and some of the gorgeous stuff in it. Okay, this is the ribbon. It's a gold, lovely, silky shimmer ribbon. And this is the little gems. And they're gold glitter gems. These are the stamp sets. I don't have the dies. Oops. Oh well. Okay, it's one big rose, and it is stunning. And this, oh, they're inside. It's a photo, a cling stamp, and the second part of it is the coloring in parts. And this is photopolymer, so it's 2 different things. It's the one stamp set, but it goes together. So this cuts out your huge flower, and you have 2 things that will do sentiments. You have like borders and little decoration things and corners. It's a beautiful medley of products, and you can get all this on November 1st for customers. And let me show you some of the cards. Let me show you the paper first. This is one side of the paper and the other, and it's gold foil accents. Can you see that? The gold, it's so pretty. And this one too is cherry cobbler, and I presume this is like a mossy meadow green, and then your real red and gold. So yes, you have your gold. Oh, and on this side it's like little pieces of holly and swirls and the berries. And this is like pine cones and berries. And on this side, it's the big rose with the gold inside and the pine cones, just like the stamp. Oops, that's the same thing. Okay, so that's it. That's your 6 pieces. Okay, and you get 12 sheets. I've just cut them down. All right, this is one card. It's a simple, plain, one layer card. I just sponged it all in Mossy Meadow. I stamped. And then this is your cherry cobbler and your early espresso. And that is it, right? And that was it for that card. May this Christmas fill your heart with warmth and love. Oh, that's some of the sentiments. Oh, I didn't even show you. It's got Merry Christmas, wishing you the gifts of the season, peace and joy. And may this Christmas fill your heart with warmth and love. It's a pretty, pretty stamp set. As you can see, I've used a lot of reds, so my stamps are already pink. This is one I made. It has the layered ovals, and I did the stamp and cut it out with the rose. And I did the corners in gold foil in the background and the ribbon. And then the writing is in gold embossed as well. And this was one little piece of a rectangle I had left over, so I used it on this card as the inner frame. So that's one. Where did I do the other one? Oh, there it is. Two. And then this one is the actual big rose stamp. I embossed it in gold. And then I stamped it with cherry cobbler and I believe real red. And the early espresso gold foil there, and that is the rectangle, and I used the outer piece for the other card. Inside, gold embossed sentiment. This is a Merry Christmas with, what was that, Peaceful Boughs stamp set. I just used the cones and the leaves, and I used the gold ribbon there. And I did it in cherry cobbler here with the sentiment. And this is the card like what we just made. And it just opens like so. So on this, I did the edge with the die cuts. And I cut out the sentiment. I used the little glitter enamel dots and one piece of 6 by 5 1/4 paper, and then your sentiment here. So that was that one. So that is the last one I had to show you. I hope you like this sweet. I do, and I couldn't wait to get it in the mail and play with it. With this and my trimmer, I had a blast, and making all those cards for the VA and Fisher House. I had use of Fisher House when my son was over in the hospital, in the VA hospital for a few months. So I really appreciate what they do for our soldiers and their families, and I wanted to give back a little. So that is why I'm holding this Cards for a Cause in the fall, October 1st to October 31st. And the donations and everything will be going to Fisher House and the VA I chose Biloxi, Mississippi. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I'm sorry it's been almost 2 weeks since I did a video. I have a cold. I'm just getting over it. You can probably tell by my voice. But have a great evening, everybody. Check out all the, I put all the pictures on my blog, and I will have all the measurements you need and everything on my blog also. I have information on this set too that will be coming out shortly for customers, November 1st. It's a gorgeous suite of products, and I really can't tell you the prices of anything right now. I forgot. But I'll have it on my website, and you can go check it out. Thanks for watching. You'll have a great evening. Good night.